No problem.
No, that's the fun stuff, you know, information.
You should have one in your book. You should have one in your book.
I'm glad we got a nice spine out.
Come on, sir, I'm sure. It's gonna be a lot. Sorry.
I'd like to call the regular meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Here.
Commissioner Boyle?
Here.
Commissioner Medlin? Here. Commissioner Ryan?
Here. Are there any additions, corrections, or deletions to the agenda?
No, ma'am.
Are there any public comments on the agenda items at this time?
No, she's not.
Staff reports?
Yes, ma'am. Got it, our agenda tonight, I'll cover each of the, couple of the items quickly for you, and I'll have a few other items. The item 25-R-13 is the approval of the purchase of athletic equipment, softballs, baseballs. We do this every single year. We get quotes from various companies so we can purchase our inventory for the season. They are very popular programs around here. The repairs that we put in McCarthy Park as an example, one of the flooding, when we had flooding in the fall, the number of softballs and all that came out. It was pretty interesting to watch, but they get lodged in that area. But this is our athletic equipment for the season for the baseball, softball programs that are upcoming. Resolution 25-R-14. This is the Combat Transformer Substation Engineering. This is related to the Mental Health property. Those transformers and substation that ever belong to Combat, they're coming out. They need to do an engineering to figure out how to remove them and all the pieces of it. That'll all be part of it, and this is the process that they go through. We've been kind of negotiating this for months, I believe, if not longer.
Yes.
So we're looking for approval to move forward, and that's what Comment can begin their engineering. Resolution 25-R-15. This is the McCarthy Park Recreation Building window. This may be, for those of you that have been in the community long enough, McCarthy Park Rec Building used to be the house of the administration offices. The windows are as old as the buildings. So in order to bring them up to snuff, similar with this item and the next one, we're trying to put in and clean up the windows there. Some of them are screwed shut. We want to get those windows cleaned up and get them up to a little bit cleaner of an environment, as well as a little bit safer, because they're not tempered glass as we speak. We want to get that cleaned up right away. So moving on that, similarly, this resolution 16, which is the McCarthy Park building floor. This is the carpeted area on the south side of the building. When you first walk in the door, it's where I think that the desk was, that you checked everything to the left. We want to get all those little offices, get that carpeting out there, put in tile floor. Resolution 17, this is the approval of the updated personnel manual pending attorney review. We've been working on this one for a while. We want to get this thing moved forward. The attorney's just finishing up review now. This has been done. We try to go through this every 3, 4, 5 cycles, trying to get it updated. We'll be doing a similar thing with the board manual here shortly as well. Resident contract. This is for work that they're working on out there, their expertise as they bring it through. We'll continue to work forward with them as they go. They help us with testing and various other things as we're going around the site. Resolution 25-R-19. This is the approval of the pool chemical bid award to Hawkins. This bid actually came in on Monday. We were here in this room to figure out if who our vendor was going to be for pool chemicals. The bids came through. We're asking to award to Hawkins. This is a change from our current vendor, but it'll actually save the district quite a bit of money to make this move. Resolution 25-R-20 is the approval of the Orland Township Road District IGA. This is basically for road salt. We've been getting road salt there for a little while now. I am working on some stuff with the village as well to get that. It never hurts to have a backup to make sure that we have everything in place. Additionally, just as part of my reports, the dog park, and Ryan can speak a little bit more intelligently than I can about this one. Recently, somebody came to us and asked why we have oak trees over in the dog park area, and Ryan did some investigation. Ryan, can you share what you want to cover?
Well, so unbeknownst to us, oak trees are actually poisonous to dogs. So if the dog eats an acorn or something of that nature, it can be toxic to the dog. A lot of other plants are as well, but oak trees particularly are a concern within the dog park. There are about 10 trees. Right now to price out the basically relocation of those trees to possibly other areas at other parks.
But you will use them.
We'd like
Yeah,
to
we
use
don't
them.
want to get rid of the trees. We certainly put them in other places.
Good catch to whoever caught it.
Replant something else in their places, correct?
That's
The
the
tree
idea,
would
yeah.
still go back in. Yeah, we would prefer not. They're nice.
Yeah.
Oak trees take, as you well know, they take a long time to grow. Something of that caliber, you don't wanna have to just, chop it up, so. With that, I've been in discussions, talking with Pat Carr. We'll continue our meetings moving forward here. I will keep you all apprised as that continues moving forward.
All right, I got two questions. On, resolution 25-R-14, the common transfer, that $50,000. If it's third transformer, who's paying for that? How's that?
This would come out of the grant. And this is the process, because the property is not ready for us to even discuss the development side of it.
Okay.
There's not you're taking this and putting this in. It's their process. It's, we weren't we weren't happy about the process with this, but we are going to get credit for whatever they don't spend toward the removal of the
Jay, 25-R-19, how much did we award bid to?
well, they were based on the specific levels, but Mr. Cadigan.
So it's hard to give you a set dollar amount, so what we base it off of, I took the average of the past 3 years. So for our bleach, it's 15,000 to 16,000 gallons average over the last 3 years. And then our acid was about 1,500 to 1,600. Those were the numbers that were provided to them. They gave us a dollar amount per gallon, unit price per gallon. So that's guaranteed through 2025. So that's what it's based off of. On the high end, so it would be the 16,000 gallons and then 1,600 gallons. We're looking at a $59,800 for one company, and Hawkins, who I'm recommending we award to, would be $50,206. So it's about a $9,000 savings if we max out from the last 3 years the unit price per gallon.
But don't we usually put something not to exceed whatever number you come up with?
For this would be similar to other products that it's
Like our fuel purchases.
2 or 3 months ago when I recommended the purchase for like custodial supplies. It's you're purchasing the vendor because it's not a set dollar amount. It's not going to be a do not exceed.
As an example, maybe an easier way to put it, Baderlo, Sun, all of those things for the outdoor water park, and actually Baderlo for the indoors, have a major impact on the amount of chlorine and acid you use. So let's just say, from the argument's sake, that you are literally open every day. We've never, I think, ever been open every day in the summer. We've get rained out a couple of times. But if it was 95 degrees at bather loads on those days, so that fluctuates substantially. So it's one of those things where we're awarding on the gallons cost. We could only find two vendors locally can even do the project. With that, Mr. Beltman, I believe, is holding on to the project manager's report.
Sure, so I couldn't be here tonight, but I will walk through real quick with the project manager's report. So as of this week, Mike reports that site walkthroughs continue to occur daily. We have weekly meetings with senior management. Partnership crews have been removing some of the dead trees from the site. Building number 4 abatement is completed on all floors except the basement. All debris has been removed from the basement. Containment is installed on schedule for basement ACM removal to start as scheduled, so asbestos removal. Building 5, removing ACM containing adhesive from crawl space ceilings. Building 7, the structure has been demolished. Sorting materials and metals from concrete. Foundation removal ongoing. Building 23, debris removed from inside the building. Building 25, air samples from the building have been acceptable. Interior demolition is ongoing with exterior demolition to follow. Building 26, prepared for ACM removal in pods 1, 2, and remaining pods to follow. Stormwater negative for contamination. The project has had inspections from Cook County Department of Environment and Health. The inspector enters containing structures of work areas in full PPE with a respirator on, has been satisfied with work following the plan for removal of regulated materials and the safety plan as designed. Construction debris are being transported off-site to an approved landfill location. Asbestos removed from structures are being secured in approved transportation containers and transported to approved landfill per Department of Transportation procedures. Public needs to be reminded that TPPD has owned the property for approximately 313 business days, including today. Much has been accomplished in this time period. Stay safe, stay focused, and stay positive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I get a motion to approve, I'm sorry. Kelly, can you read the consent agenda items, please?
Minutes of the March 19th, 2025 regular meeting. Summary of funds for the period of March 20th, 2025 through April 2nd, 2025 in the amount of $404,864.55. Summary of funds for the period of April 3rd, 2025 through April 16th, 2025 in the amount of $1,330,965.72. Resolution 25. Athletic equipment, softballs and baseballs, Santos Sports, 12. ComEd for transformer and substation engineering for $50,000. Resolution 25-R-15, McCarthy Recreation Building window replacement project, Boss Door Company for $28,664. Resolution 25-R-16, McCarthy Recreation Building for flooring replacement project, RCS carpet and tile for $7,750. Resolution 25-R-17, approval of updated personnel manual for pending attorney review. Resolution 25-R-18, approval of Tetra Tech modification and updated contract. Resolution 25-R-19, approval of pool chemical bid award, Hawkins Inc. Resolution 25-R-20, approval of Orland Township Road District IGA.
Can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda items as presented?
So moved.
Second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Kuba?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyle?
Yes.
Commissioner Donovan? Yes. Commissioner Ryan?
Yes. No unfinished business tonight. All new business was covered in the consent agenda. Public comment on non-agenda items. Any comments from the public on non-agenda items?
Over there. That's facts. That's what we need, not spinning. Be better, not bitter, okay? Somebody talked about the money that we're spending here. The Park District, my taxes are low. $100 a year for what we get. It's crazy good, my opinion. Don't laugh at me.
You kill me now.
I do. Well, I don't like this negative stuff that's going around. Gee whiz. get up in the morning and do something. Sure. I'm done. I gotta save these minutes for next night, okay?
Thank you. Anyone else?
Does it have to be on the agenda items, or?
No, go ahead. We'll cut you off if it.
No, actually, this is the non-agenda item section, so you're good, perfectly, that's what you're looking for.
Just kind of wondering, every time I drive by the site over there, those signs along the, multiple signs, to me are just a great eyesore. Will you be getting rid of those soon? They are very ugly, to be honest with you. They detract from this.
Yeah, I'm gonna interrupt you for a second, this isn't costing you any time, but just for public comment, is the board policy is that, you know, they entertain questions and comments on Park District issues. We don't usually get into the question and answer right now or debate on anything, so maybe a commissioner might address your question. Follow up with you with an answer or response to your question. So if you would, whatever you have to say, you know, we allow 3 minutes per speaker to do it at this time, so, you know.
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
You may not get an answer in this moment, maybe someone will address it during the next parts of the meeting, but if you have other comments or other questions, please, now is the time. And if you're waiting for an answer, I don't want you to waste your time.
Don't worry, I'm gonna leave anyways pretty soon too, but, it just, every time I drive by, there's just an ugly sight there. I assume it went up, you know, for a while there, but it's a total eyesore, and it detracts so much from doing over there. I think it just looks ugly, and, it does not appear to be a very positive thing over there. So I'm just wondering if your intent on, it was up for a while, I don't know if it was up for the election or something like that, but it's up for a while, and maybe it's time to take most of those down and not detract from the site. So this stuff, bringing it to your attention is very ugly.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right. Can I get a motion to any commissioners have any comments they would like to add?
We're looking forward to a cool season and a great summer. We got a lot of events coming up between day camp and all the summer events, so come on out.
Better stand up, let's go.
Can I get a motion to go to closed session pursuant to section 5 ILCS 120/2C? Number 1, consider the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, dismissal of specific employees or legal counsel. Discussion of pending, improbable, or imminent litigation.
So,
Excuse me real quick, there's a gentleman here that did want to make a public comment apparently.
Okay, well, that's just a question. You're saying no answers, but we can question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a number of us are wondering what is going to take place with the sauna in the men's area. That seems to be not addressed. Is that new business or what?
It's, sir, just like I said before, we're considering this public comment, okay? So it's not the board, it's the board's policy not to engage in question and answer kind of in this moment, right?
Okay.
It's your opportunity to ask questions, and you may get a feel you're being ignored.
Okay, that's what I'm
If I
wondering. It's
apologize,
not-
Mr. Cadigan, I'll actually have addressed your comment right after this. We're gonna go into closed session, but I'll ask him to talk to you.
Yes.
Because we're literally in the process of replacing it now.
Okay, so that's what we're wondering.
Thank you for bringing it, though. We are replacing it. He
Okay.
can address the issue. I apologize for that.
All right, thank you.
So we now need a roll call on the motion on the floor. Did we get a first and a second?
No, you are.
so moved, we got a second.
Roll
Okay.
call, please.
No.
Commissioner Kua?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyle?
Yes.
Commissioner Donovan? Yes. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Okay. Now, for this portion of the public, this is an executive session meeting, I need to ask the room to clear. We will come back out and get you as soon as the meeting reconvenes, but I can't have you in the room during this process. Okay. Yeah, just talk to them.
I think I should go.
I can talk to you about the song. I'll be by next Wednesday, but let me know if you
Fantastic, I just dropped by your party the other day. I mean, I drive by.
So the sauna is getting, started on Monday. So they already tore out the sauna, all the wood has been removed, the electrical unit, is sitting, was removed, they have the tile down already. The carpenters are coming, actually.
Monday is the 21st?
Yes, the 21st Monday, the electricians are coming, they're gonna be, doing new lighting in the shower area, and in the sauna area.
anyone leave their phone inside?
Somebody did all.
Phone? No?
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome.
So, sorry about that, I apologize. The sauna, so then
You know,
the
it's
wood
for
is
like
in,
my
so
I went to
electricians
senior
should be
commission
on
in the
Monday.
village.
If they're work, they'll be done Monday,
So
Monday,
it's my meeting.
After they're done, the carpenters are coming in, the carpenters
Yes.
will be doing the next
Yes,
step,
I love
of
her.
installing
She is
the
so
ceiling,
eccentric. She is
the wood
wonderful.
ceiling,
All the
the
seniors
wood
love
walls,
her.
and the wood bench. In addition,
Yeah,
the
she
wood
is one of,
protector
she is
around the
a
heat
gem.
element.
They are very lucky to get her.
And then the
And I
final
also
phase
do that
is
for a
when
living. I
the
work
partitions in the shower, we're actually putting in the partitions in the shower. We had a lot of folks talking about privacy in the shower area down there, so half of them are the partitions and.
But it was really great to meet you, June, I'm really coming to these meetings, and I will be part of the commission next month.
We're anticipating, having everything open, ready to go. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And see what she says, or what.
Wow, so is Roxana Tinley native also? Oh, of course, okay, I thought it was nearby, so. Yeah, she is just
She was
wonderful.
part of, she's was part of the boss, 16 children. Tommy was born.
She, so her father was one of 16. Oh my goodness, wow. Yeah, it is a big.
The difficult part, which we had that conversation,
It's like a big deal.
to us. Just an example, say you came to me and said.
You got something to say,
Brian,
sir, you can say it on the
If I walk
camera.
in there, but I don't see.
Yeah, we're live.
Water on it.
Still?
I can only say to him, sir.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, no. What do you want to say?
I was like, are we really live?
Yeah, we are. What do you want to say?
It's not pouring water on it. It makes it very difficult for us physically seeing that happen.
Very good. That's what I said. We had that other meeting.
How are you going to monitor this going forward?
So it's gonna be a
Okay, you can scan over there and say, to the camera, absolutely. Yeah, as long as it's something.
Yeah, right here.
Why can't we have a clock in and a clock out for people who go into the sun?
Hi,
with
my
their
name is
badge?
Tom, resident of Tinley Park. I'm the cheerleader for the Park District. I like to talk about positive stuff that's going on here, not the,
Why can't?
what should I say, the gobbledygook that's floating in the
Yes, for the entrance door.
ether. You're doing a great job. The Park District is a value to not only the people here, but to the south side.
That doesn't always.
Come here and use the baseball fields, basketball,
Waiting by the
and
door,
swim.
that I let him in, and then you know, Ryan's gonna pour some water on it, but I'm the last one that's gonna. The next, he's gonna come back next month, even though I have nothing to do with it.
What about water temperatures? I brought that up to Kevin, and I brought that up to Steve.
Cameras.
You got it running over.
So there's a few things with the water mentioned, we looked at those as well. The problem is that some individuals go in from the shower, and even the moisture come off your body, can set off the stuff. People somebody asked about that, and they said they actually.
Whether or not they're all sensitive, you know.
That set off the warning system, and then we can run it.
I can't say they won't, some absolutely, you know, but.
I just wanted to get,
You see the commodities.
Take a lot of water to, come back here.
We're looking at building a little bit more.
That's
I hear you.
The average is coming.
I like the guys in yellow. I gotta start coming, maybe I'll make some like that.
Good to see you.
She's a walking girl.
Yeah, you're right about
Bigger
that.
footprint, so it's a little bit easier for their footprint. And they have it set up where the wood is a little bit higher around it, so it's not.
Just the word saying yes, but I understand.
Which makes it a little bit difficult, but a little bit more difficult.
Why did Kevin tell me at one time? I was full impressed. The water boy was doing his tricks. I ran out and got Kevin. I said, let's go in there now. He's there. He's making me steam. And Kevin said, no, I'm not going to water. Why?
I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know. I was in the town
And he told me twice. Well, he put his such a long time.
I'll mention it to him.
It is such a long time.
I don't come on. I've spoken with the guy that's going to sell it. I spoke with him. I asked him last week, made it very clear to him. Even the new unit is not intended for water. It's a dry sauna. It's not intended for water. I did want to get back to your question about why it was out so long. So a few things. One, we awarded this back in October. We ordered all the materials, got everything done with the contractors we awarded it to. We were ready to start. You guys remember, we shut down for a specific time, it's about 12 days. We're getting ready to start, let's say, light location, 42 light fixtures for the shelter. Why would we get non-wet location? So that delayed it. The other caveat is, we had no anticipation.
Understood.
Congratulations, Brian.
Thank you so much. And I already worked out with us on it.
We're hoping you too.
So the biggest caveat is we had no anticipations that the current sauna was going to create a safety risk that we had to shut it down prior to the new one being installed. We've completely thought, as you guys know, it's been on and off, there's been issues with it. We have Ryan staff, maintenance staff addressing it, trying to fix it, and we thought for sure, with a fair amount of confidence, that we're gonna follow along until the new unit came in and we only have a 3-week closure. Unfortunately, due to safety, that did not.
Until it started sparking, we decided it was probably a good time to shut down. So what you can do with it at that point, right? You're right.
It's a whole brand new system. The heating element is completely out of there. It's completely cut out, it's completely removed. It's, when you walk in there, new flooring, there's gonna be a tile flooring, it's not gonna be that snapped together flooring. So it's heat resistant tile flooring. It's a brand new heating element, all brand new wood on the walls and the ceiling, and new lighting. All of
So you know how small this sauna is?
Yes.
That's the whole point. Get 4 or 5 people in there.
It's tight.
I got a bathroom. Okay. What I'm saying is, even as small as it is, when you run a little bench across the other wall, it's funny to sit.
So there's, what happens is it runs into some ADA stuff. So all facilities, when you build something new, have to be up to ADA compliance, especially when you renovate something. Those compliances change throughout time. If you have an older building, you might be grandfathered into some things, but you need to make sure that everything's ADA compliant, which I believe is 36-inch clearance, which is 36-inch clearance, and that's based off of both that bench and that heating element, and along with the doors coming in. So having a bench, because you're saying as soon as you open the door straight ahead,
As a government village facility, we have to comply strictly with the very stringent.
So
I'm not saying that, maybe we can measure it. I don't know that I ever really have.
Regarding
take a look,
But we can take a look,
you got room for 4 people to sit on it? 8, well, 4 people.
I know, it's like 4, you get 6, a little bit more than that, you're getting a little close.
Right. And that's why some of these people, I understand the problem where these people come in every month and goes on, and I've told a few, I've told myself, I said, look, I don't know where you've been, I don't know where you sit, and this is like a bathroom. I don't want your private sticking in the face.
Understand?
And I don't want to I don't know where you've been.
I understand, yeah.
maybe we created a bench on another wall, might make a little bit more room for people.
Well, the contractor's gonna be out here Monday, I will 100% meet with the superintendent that's gonna be out here on it, and do the measurements, we'll see.
Okay.
And make sure, you know, even if the measurements allow for a 4-inch bench, like, that's not gonna be comfortable enough, it has to be something that's gonna be sufficient enough for folks to be able to sit and enjoy it, too. So, yeah, so we'll ask them, they're gonna be here Monday, like I said, they're starting 6 AM Monday morning. We're getting everything blocked off Saturday night when we close.
And you're still looking at a completion by May 9th.
I would say May 9th is gonna be, it will be done by May 9th.
No, we're hoping it'll be.
It'll be, I think it's a bit before that, but May 9th.
But I'm hearing about the curing of the wood, is that a problem?
No, so the wood got delivered last week,
Yeah,
that's
I saw
sitting,
it.
that's sitting in there to get the moisture levels up to where what the facility's at. And that way, so it minimizes any bowing or any
Right,
more.
right. Because, yeah,
I realize a lot of these guys just come into the farm.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't realize that until the last 2 months, and now I realize it. 'Cause I talked to a lot of folks, I talked to a
There are
handful of folks.
veterans who have a lot of issues with their body, and they go in there, and they come out feeling a whole lot better.
Yes, no, and it's a prior, I know.
And it has a lot of significant values to it.
100%, and that's
Okay.
something we definitely,
It is a big asset here.
100%, and we
It's a
know.
very big asset.
We know that we want to get it fixed, I know it has been timely, and I appreciate you coming out, talking
If
about
somebody's
it.
got, they need a key at that house park. So this is the park. Sorry, I apologize. They don't have it. So, yeah, would you mind having them over to the lock?
I apologize, yes, we understand, and thank you for being patient, I appreciate you coming out and voicing your opinion. We understand it's been difficult, it's been 2 months of it down. We want it up and running, and by May 9th forward, up and running.
And you're aware of this individual issue.
I know of one individual who's been reported pouring water on it. I have had conversations with that individual. Larry made it crystal clear in the last conversation.
Larry?
It was either last week or the week before.
Case called.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
this ain't not right. I'm not
No,
sure.
Isn't there a ruling about damaging equipment here?
For the park for his
Yes. And shouldn't that person be ostracized?
So the vandalism procedure in place are, if you're found guilty, you can be fined.
Okay,
$500. And I go back, I 100% share our thoughts. Physically see it, because you can't take this.
We can't do
So
that.
unless you physically
What?
see it,
What if we have more than one individual witnessing?
it'd be very difficult to hold up. And that individual not admitting it would be very difficult to talk about.
And we have a lie detector, and we have a lie detector test saying?
And he could be.
If you can get him to take a lie, if you can get somebody to take a lie detector on the road, I think you deserve it.
Yes, that's the whole thing.
You have no.
Except evidently, yes.
Trust me, I should. We talked about it. He was like, there's, we had an ordinance that said, if you vandalize.
Right.
Parks and Rec,
That is part of it.
But it's vandalism of government. It's found guilty, that's the difference. I can go through that conversations, but unless we physically see it happening, and I trust me, I understand frustration, because I don't mean to discuss this, but I don't wanna have you guys disappointed and upset with it. You're long-standing members, you pay, or you have insurance numbers, you do
I think
everything.
it's separate individuals. 10%,
No, I understand your frustration, I appreciate you coming out, and maybe, like I said, Monday it starts. So, signs are out, so I will say, another thing, just to keep you warning, I know this is a lot of people in down Monday. Monday, Tuesday, like, both of them, Wednesday, they're on the same circuit, and electricians need to lighting officers.
Okay, is that what it is?
Yeah, they need to work on the panels, get rid of the
Right.
okay. And then the sauna, and shower.
220 in there.
Yeah.
A little different than, messing with the. Yeah, no, that doesn't necessarily.
Unfortunately, that's what delayed our install, because we purchased just regular can lights originally, and putting can lights.
Our staff caught it and said, wait a minute, this isn't the correct.
Thank you. And I thank you for coming out with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking time. I know you guys left your homes and the evening time and come up.
We only want to see results, and we want to see results that this city continues to do this, and there's a results.
We want to see them continue to do that and have conversations, and we're monitoring it.
And if there's only one, and I doubt that it's one, I have suspicion of a couple, but I am not seeing it.
Obviously, you guys are proactive on it, so I mean, if you
Yes.
ever see it
Yes.
actually happen, I mean, please run to the front counter.
I will definitely investigate. I will.
I did it the last time when I was fully dressed, and Kevin said, I'm not going there. I'm saying he's making steam now. If you want to catch, oh, no. He's been here for such a long time.
Definitely address it.
Oh, I've been here, or he's been here for such a long
What
time.
is the protocol if Kevin is not willing to take any action?
I can give you my business card and walk out. You can contact me directly. I'm Kevin's supervisor.
Okay. I want that.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
I want that.
Absolutely. I'll walk you.
All right.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay, fine. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
So we missed the meeting.
Yeah, what's going on?
We were talking about the, I guess, the lockdown or whatever. We could not hear about, we were sitting in the back. We didn't know about our complaints. It has to be outside. Now,
I'm on camera.
It goes in one ear and it goes right out this way, so. One person, they don't realize water and electricity is not mixed. There's a guy that pours water out in the sun. And there's 4 innocent kids, 35 feet away. If the wall goes up, well, there's a safety valve. There's a valve in your heart that goes there. There's a valve in your car that goes there. There's valves in your appliances that go there.
This is his car. John.
Okay, guys. I know you do this guy.
Yeah. So.
I did not know. It's so ridiculous. I was before, you see this guy. Are you guys coming back with me? No, we were just concerned about the side. There's some clown. No, see, the management got to catch them. Not us.
I'm on camera again.
There's an action, we can be, we should have an action on closed session items, action or on purpose. Yeah, no, we even. Okay, guys. Thank you, sir. We'll see you next time. And, I will tell you the time.
Mm-hmm.